And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Blueprints, which is a game that I've been seeing be very popular for the past couple weeks. My housemate's been playing it. A lot of people on Twitch have been playing it. I hear it's really, really good. And I discovered today that it's included in PS Plus. So, I've been told this game is right up my alley. It's a puzzle game with roguelike elements, or a roguelike with puzzle elements, I'm not sure which, where you explore a grid where you generate rooms. There are 45 rooms. Your job is to find the 46th. And it's got puzzles robust enough that my housemate was actually writing stuff on a notepad, so I've got my notepad and pen ready to go. I love games that make me take notes. I know it's some kind of first-person game. I saw brief snippets of gameplay. But I am almost entirely blind on this. Drafting rooms a la Betrayal at House on the Hill, if you're familiar with that board game. I'm not, but I get the basic idea. Excuse me. So with that, let's get started. Also, the name is a pun, which I appreciate. Raw Fury. Settings. Flame's good. That is a custom drawn circle icon for the circle button. Press circle when you're done. Okay. R2 blueprint menu, R1 room directory, L2 stroll. Okay. Graphics are fine. I guess there's no voice acting. All right, let's get started. And I know generating a room costs steps, of which you have a limited number. And different rooms have different effects beyond the stuff you can find in them. Dokubon presents. In association with Raw Fury. A game by Tonda Ross. Playing while you have me in the background?
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Cool.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall.
How long do I have?
In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Tonda Ross is the guy who runs Mythic. Spoiler! And this game was funded by years' worth of ad revenue. That's cool! Good for him! Day 1. Oh, shit. Okay. I know there's money and such to find in the environment, as well as other stuff. The entrance hall is not room 01. Room 45 is antechamber. Interesting. Shops in an uninhabited willed estate. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. And it's going to reset each day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Mount Holly Blueprint, a useful map and inventory log. Access it by pressing R2. I have to get to the antechamber. Interesting. 7, 8, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Okay, so I have to fill out the entire grid. I have to fill out the entire grid. I start with 50 steps. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Closet. 2 items. Hallway. Oh. You have drawn floor plans. You must select one to draft. Okay. Well. Closet. A shovel? Useful for digging. Die. Ivory die. Plus 1 die. While drafting, you may use die to roll new floor plans. Cool. And that's the 2 items. Okay. Alright, how about Ah, that costs 2 steps. Corridor is always left unlocked. Corridor. You can find stuff in these rooms, I know. Guest bedroom, 10 steps. Storeroom, +1 key, +1 diamond, +1 gold. Pantry will give me a pathway. Let's go to the pantry. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Alright, let's see. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. Okay. I have 4 gil. There's an apple. Ah, that got me steps. Okay. I'll mark that off. Anything else in here? Parlor has a puzzle piece. Interesting. Let's go to the parlor. Bring up your map on the draft screen. You can see how the rooms map into the overall layout. Yeah. Took me a good number of days in-game to roll credits. Yeah, I'll bet this is going to take me... Hang on, I need to test something. Ah, going from room to room costs steps. Dear Herbert, May the 2nd. It was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay. Okay. Cool. And what's this? Wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. The statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. This box and the white box are both empty. Alright, well this should be easy to figure out. Is there a second wind-up key in this room? Okay, I don't see a second wind-up key, so that's false. That's false. This is true. This box and the white box are both empty, so blue. Ha-ha! Sweet. Guest bedroom gets me plus 10 steps, but it's a dead end. Yeah, let's check out the guest bedroom. That'll get us steps we need. There's a fair number of parlor games where there's only one box with gem statements. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Somebody. Is there anything in here besides the 10 steps? I think perhaps not. Alright, well, we've unlocked the room in the ledger. Okay. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Gem requirement. Okay. Storeroom is a dead end. So let's go to the Nook and get a key. One key. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Why is the word beside different there? Okay, anything over here? No. Whenever you enter chapel, lose a gold. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Interesting. Let's take the chapel and go across. So look at all the pews. So boarded up, bricked up doors when you've got a blocked pathway. Cool. Okay, let's see. The den is perfect. The drawing room is also perfect. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. I'd love to have a painting of me. Well, maybe not with my body image issues, but still, would be cool. Okay, let's see. Let's get a dead end over here just to fill it out on the map. Breaker box. What is that? I can't go into the office because I don't have enough gems. Boudoir. Let's see what this utility closet is. Keycard entry system. Danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Let's turn on the garage so we can draw that. Vac indicators. Interesting. Okay. Maybe there's an explanation in this room. Hang on. I should have looked for notes first. No. Alright. Well, remember this is here. That's a lot of replicas of the same painting. Or drawing, sketch. Okay, well... Whenever you enter... Oh, whenever you enter this room, gain 2 footsteps. Means that every time you pass through it, you get more? Interesting. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to take. Spare set of car keys. Interesting. Greetings from Reddington. It's effectively only free passage. Yeah, the math works out that way. Ooh. Nice sketch. Okay. Well, we can't go for the lavatory. I guess we'll go for the den to get gems. That's a cool ass clock. Okay. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. But I need... Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. Let's see if we can't get a 3-door. We got a hallway. Mailroom. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Interesting. So that's something you can pick up the next cycle. Commissary. Items for sale. Or the hallway. Hallway would open up more options. We need to get options. Okay. And banning you. Goodbye. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Ooh, right. I have a key for a locked door. Okay. So let's open this door. Boudoir, which is a dead end. Kitchen is also a dead end. Food for sale. And nursery, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. We're going to pop the nursery. Counts as a bedroom. Aha! What is this? Oh, it's a little journal. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. That's cute. Oh, that's a fun cardboard or wooden doll thing. Is that wood or cardboard? Looks cool. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, boy. Okay, well, we have to go for the commissary. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. Noted. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Ah, Babbage, of course. Scratched out terminal password. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Terminals. 2 in security. 1 in lab. Oh, no, it's just 2 of the terminals. They're not 2 in security. Okay. Annual Maids Day sale, 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and 21, Mount Holly Commissary. 20 and 21. Any gemstones in the garbage? No. Ooh. Hello. An arcade game. Dirigiblocks. Probably an Arkanoids reskin. Buy a gem. Salt shaker. Sledgehammer. Metal detector. Interesting. Well, I only have the 3 gil. Let's save it. Okay. Whenever you enter gymnasium, you lose 2... Oh, on the far side of the commissary? Well, I guess I have to take gymnasium. That's a rough room. Okay. That's a dead end. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. Secret passage. Do I go first? Yeah, let's try the secret passage. I have to solve a puzzle. Okay. Oh, this picks a room color. I see. Anything on the floor here? No. Aquarium is every color of room. Interesting. Okay. West Wing Hall. I don't have any gems for the aquarium. Okay. So we got to go with the West Wing Hall. Divergent Blocks is coming in a later patch. Fun. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that the staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Interesting. Okay. West Wing Hall may be locked. Is this locked? Does not appear to be. Well, that opens up 2 pathways, which is cool. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay. All right, well, we got to go for the dining room. Got to remember this is here. Okay, I've got options. Let's go this way first. Passageway for observatory. +1 something for each time you've drafted observatory. Well, I don't have any gems, so I've got to go with boudoir. It's a bedroom, so that gives me steps. Sweet. Okay. Well, out this door. It's locked. Let's go out this door. Let's see. Well, we gotta go with the spare room. With nothing in it. Can I take the tape? I cannot take the tape. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, let's take the maid's chamber. It's a bedroom. Staff notice, the day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Mrs. Babbage. Okay. It's locked. Okay. Yeah, we have to. We've got 2 locked doors. Oh no. Oh, I'm screwed. This is a dead end. And I don't have the gems for a passageway. Maybe we can find a key in here. I've still got more steps than I started the run with. Oh, bananas. Come on, give me a key. Give me a key. Please give me a key. All right, well, our first day is a failure. Hey, who abandoned this poor hamster? Who abandoned that poor hamster? All right, well, we've hit a dead end. Because we are out of keys, and the only other door we have is locked. 10, 15, 18, 15, 15, 20, 23. I got exactly, I got almost exactly halfway through. Damn. Inventory, car keys, and shovel. Interesting. Okay. Well, we've got to call it a day. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory have been reset. I don't even know how the metaphysics of having a living creature in the magical rearranger mansion works. Yeah, good question. All right. I think I did pretty well for day 1. I reached 6. Steps taken 33. Items found 3. Mount Holly, mid-sized inn. Save and continue. All right, let's try this again. Can I take a walking stick? Okay. Yeah, that den is pretty good. Excuse me. Let's go to this corner. Parlor gets me a puzzle piece, whatever that is, or I could get a key. I've got lots of open doors, so I could go. I want to see what this parlor is. I'll probably regret not going for that key. Oh wait, it's just the parlor. The puzzle piece means there's a puzzle. Okay. I'm dumb. Okay, let's see. This box is the black box. That's a lie. This box is the blue box. That's also a lie. The box that claims to be black has the gems. That's the truth. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, chapel gives me lots of doors. And I don't have any gil to lose. Question. Should I be checking every room? Or will it always say that there's stuff in a room that I select? Like when I try to draft it. Now I'll go for the storeroom. The list of items on the draft card are guaranteed. Other items can spawn as well. Gotcha. So there is a point to look around every room. Okay, let's make a hallway. Random items aren't too common and generally are visible easily. Fair enough. Pantry is +4 gold. A spare room. Some rooms have unlisted guaranteed spawns. Gotcha. Observatory. +1 for each time you drafted observatory. A nook is a key room. Let's go in the nook and get a key. Let's do the utility closet and then shortcut back to the entrance hall. Which will cost us some steps, but I'll have to remember this is here. Keycard entry system. I think I should leave that on. Okay. So then we go left and all the way back to the entrance hall. Okay, next door. Drawing room. Drawing room has 2 exits. Cool. It's a gem requirement, but I've got 4 of the things. Okay, let's go north. Yeah, okay. I can redraw, or I can go to the closet and get items. Closet. A key and a gemstone. Interesting. Okay. Guest bedroom is 10 steps. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. That's a bad idea. That's a dead end. Okay, I'll redraw these floor plans. Oh. Well, that was a mistake. Pantry. Apple. Okay, we've got to go the dining room or the boudoir. Let's go with the dining room. Coupon book. Save a gil on each purchase you make in the estate. Cool. All right, gotta hope for a right-hand turn. Let's check out the observatory. Now, what is that sparkle? The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt, 1809. Preface. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, +3 steps. Diamondus Minor, okay, +1 gold. +1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis the Key, +1 key. Diamandus Major, +5 gems. Draxus the Dead, dead-end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything is 50% off today. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. 5, 7, 8, 11, 12. 15 and 20. Okay, so we'll deal with that in a sec. Okay, so that turns that up. And this should... I cannot drop off the edge. Interesting. I'll turn that out there. All right, what do we got? Cool. Okay, well that's interesting. Patio. Spread gems in each green room. Ooh. But I have to go to the West Wing hallway. Or else we've got a dead end. Don't be locked. Don't be locked. It's not locked. Hell yeah. Well, we've got to go with the bedroom. Ooh, money. I've got a lot of money. That's an interesting side table. Corridor is always left unlocked. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. Commissary is a dead end. Oh, well. 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 We're done. Okay, well, let's go to the commissary and see what things we can buy. What is a salt shaker? What is a slit? I'll see what a salt shaker is. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra 1 step. Cool. Okay, well, we're at a dead end, so we are going to call it a day. Well, that was less impressive than my first attempt. I had 3 keys that I didn't get to use. Cozy Cottage. RNG can just screw you sometimes? Yeah, well, that's the roguelike experience. Well, maybe it's not the roguelike experience. I haven't played roguelikes where you can just get a failure state outside of your control. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Okay, that's just explaining the rules of the game. Okay. Let's head this way once again. The den gets me gemstones and lots of doors. A jasper. Billiard room has a puzzle and billiard room has a puzzle and an extra door. Let's go to the billiard room and see what this is about. The puzzle does not appear to be to do with the billiard balls. Money. Ah, it's the darts. Okay. And the question is, do I have as many tries at the darts game as I want? Probably not, right? Uh, 18-6. Oh. Okay, 18-1. No, okay, so it's not dead center. But, okay. Oh! 18. 1 plus 6 is 7. How about that? Yeah. 18. Okay, 18. Okay, so it's adding the blues. Maybe it's subtracting the yellows. So let's try 14. Yeah, okay. So 13 minus 11 is 2. Let's say pink is multiplication. So 2 times 6 is 12. Where is 12? Aha. Okay, so 10 minus 4 times 3. So 18. Haha! 2 keys. Cool. Well, that was a cool puzzle. Okay, billiard room. Let's go this way. Why are these sketches behind the wall frame? That doesn't seem right. Nook is +1 key. Yeah, let's go to the Nook. Well, I don't need the key. But I'll take it anyway. Well, thank you, Cedric. I like to think I'm a bit of a thinker. Pantry is money, but that blocks me off. Hallway lets me go north. I don't have the gems for... I guess I'll go for the kitchen. See if I can find some stuff. Rolling pin? Can I take the rolling pin? No. Cat food? There's a kitty here. Chef salad? +5 steps for every green room in your house. Interesting. Okay. Well, I can't afford any of that, so... I don't have the gems for security. I don't need the key. I could do with the gemstone, though. Okay, so I've got to have a dead end here. The question is, do I want a gemstone or 10 steps? I think I'm pretty good on steps. Yeah, I need the gemstone. Okay. Okay, let's head west this time. Parlor is a puzzle room. Let's go to the parlor. All right, let's see. The black box contains gems. This box and the blue box are empty. All 3 boxes are empty. That's a lie. Okay. So all 3 boxes are empty is a lie. The black box contains gems, and this box and the blue box are empty. If one of these was a lie, they would both be a lie, which would mean all 3 are lying. So, black box has the gems. Yeah! Okay, chapel. Let's go with the spare room. Um, I have the gemstones for passageway, and I need to get to the far left column. All right, let's head left. Security costs a gem. I have keys, so if there's something locked in the west wing, who cares? All right, we need a straight through. So, corridor. Because I assume I have to fill every square on the map in order to win. Let's grab the nursery for a buff as we go. So now when I draft bedroom type rooms, that gave me money too. Nice. Okay. North. Okay. Garage. Garage has 3 key. Oh, I don't have the gemstones for it. Okay. Well, let's take advantage of our new nursery buff. Oh ho. The trunk is locked. Use the key. Ooh, 2 dice? And some money. Ooh, this was a good bedroom. Oh, I don't have any gems. Let's redraw this. Okay, well, I guess we're going chapel. Maybe we detour back to the entrance hall. Let's detour back to the entrance hall and go north from there just to fill out that square before we get too much progress. Nope, not that way. You know what? Let's open this door. Weight room, lose half your steps. Are you serious? This all sucks. Redraw. Okay, well, we can get items from the closet. Yeah, let's go to the closet. What do we get? Gem? What's this? Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Ooh, cool. Alright, now back to the den. Or back to the entrance hall. Code check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Interesting. Let's get the money from the pantry. And some steps. Okay. Alright, we have 2 doors. Two doors we can open from the chapel. Alright, let's look and see if the worshippers left anything for us. Alright, which way are we going? Let's go east first. Yeah, let's see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Boudoir would go north. Drawing room would also go north. Boudoir. Which is a bedroom. Aw. Cute. Okay. It really wants me to get the coat check. Commissary. That would loop me back in a bad way. We're taking the dining room. I'll be taking those, thank you. Okay, east first. Door is locked. Okay, well, we'll take a secret passage and hope we get something going south. Okay, let's see. Room types. Oh, it keeps track of, okay. Blue. Blue does have a couple that would go south. And I do... No, I used up my rerolls. Oh. Doesn't say what color they are. Okay. Let's go gold. Oh, wait, maybe I should have gone orange. No! Special cost bypassed. Okay, so this means I lose, right? Because I have to fill in every square. I have to fill in every square to win, right? So this means I lose? No, you do not have to fill in every square. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, let's check out this laundry room then. The first time you enter each bedroom with a sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Cool. Alright, let's see what laundering money does. Spin cycle, wash and dry, fluff and fold. Service cost 5 will exchange all of your diamonds with all of your gold at a 1-to-1 rate. All of your keys with all of your diamonds and all of your keys with all of your gold. Oh. Well, let's get 9 gold. Oh, 9 gems, not gold. Sick. Sick. Filling in every square is a bonus achievement, but not required. Okay. Hang on. I have the sleep mask now, so what if I... Yeah, for the first time. And there's a bedroom over here that'll get me more steps as well. Okay. North. Oh, using up my keys. Yeah, we'll go to the commissary. Oh, I can buy gems. Magnifying glass. And discount for a lot of gems. Cool. What the hell? Security door is locked by electronic key card? Oh, come on. Alright, well, back to the chapel, I guess. Drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Well, I have to do one of the floor plan issues. This will get me the most doors, and I'll still be able to see some of my floor plans. Or is that permanent? Oh, what if that's permanent for the rest of the run? No, it's got to be just for this room. Ooh, what's this? Broken lever. August 22nd, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. January 27th, 86. Swimbird author never considered herself success. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Ha! November 11th, 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. November 17th, Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning in white at press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicions bag under the wave down a local man. This is the third major. Last year it is anticipated. Charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on Tuesday. Expected to last up to with grand treason. No trace is discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point. We are seeking information. Wow, this keeps going. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Interesting lore about the world. Okay, where are we? We've got... let's go north. This way? Yes, this way. Door is locked. Last key. Confidential archive floor plan. I have the gems. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Okay, well. Let's open that up and see this pool room. Can't go for a dip. That sucks. Alright, let's head north again. Locked. I need a key. Okay, let's head west. Locked. Shit. Well, that's a dead end. Alright, let's hope this isn't locked. Oh, no. That is the end of today's adventure. Okay. That sucks. Damn. Alright, let's go again. This is an intriguing game. Day 4. Okay, let's head east again. Storeroom. How about north? Ooh, observatory. And I'll use the gem I just got. Oh, I don't need to orient it again. Cool. Let's see. That's just the fixed stars and constellations. Ooh, 2 stars. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Do I need to use keys on them, though? Yeah, let's do it. 4 gems. Nice. Billiard room would take me up. Den has a gem and multiple doors. Bedroom would take me up. Let's do the billiard room puzzle, because I think that gives me keys. Well, I'm guessing it always gives me keys, but that's just a guess. Alright. 8. 3 plus 2 plus 10 is 15. 19 minus 17 is 2. 12 minus 7 is 5 times 4 is 20. 12 minus 3 is 9 times 1 is 9. 2 keys. Sweet. Let's go chapel. I like the giant chess pieces that litter this place. Wonder what the deal with them is. Let's head north first. Spare room. Door is locked. Okay. We'll go for it. Yeah, hallway. Yeah, let's go east. Locked. There goes my other key. Passageway, gem requirement 2. That would open a bunch of doors. The Nook gives me a key, though. And I get to save my gems for later. Parlor gets me a puzzle. I don't have money for a commissary trip. Parlor. Anything else in here? No. Okay. The gems are in a box with a statement. The white box does not have a statement is true. Okay. So this is true. The gems are in a box with a statement. Maybe a lie. Let's test and see. Yeah! Okay, bedroom would go south. Corridor would go across. Terrace. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. Den gets me north and a gem. Drawing room. May draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the drawing room. Alright, so north. What do we have here? Commissary or kitchen? Um... Okay, well... Dark room's too painful. I'll go secret passage. Okay. Orange. Door's locked. Ooh, glad I got that key earlier. East wing hallway. Aquarium is every color of room. Foyer hallway doors are always unlocked. Ooh. No, we need to have the extra doors. We'll check out what the aquarium is. Oh. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Cool. That's such a silly looking fish. I love it. Let's head north first. Locked. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, well... That's a dead end. I guess we're going all the way back to the hallway. Let's see if we can get something cool from... That's locked, of course. Okay. Wait, why is everything locked? Okay, well, I guess we got to go back to the chapel. Or we could go to the entrance hall. Let's head to the chapel, try to open the remaining door there. Den gets me a gem. Guest bedroom gets me steps. Let's open the den. And a chest I can't open. I guess... I guess we'll check out the security room. Oh, cutscene. Glad I came in here. Do we get lore on the tapes? Excuse me. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so what red memos have I seen? I'll have to recheck all the memos. Yeah, I'm gonna have to recheck all the memos that I found. Ooh, money. 5. Okay. Maybe the commissary will let me buy a key. Keys! They cost 10? Single key costs 10? Okay, alright. Should have picked the pantry. I guess bedroom. There's a chest. I wish I hadn't opened up that chest at the start. Oh, 4 gil. Four gil wouldn't get me to a key. We have to go for the closet and hope for keys. A reroll die and a gemstone. Alright, not a key. That's trouble. Okay, well. Looks like we're going all the way back to the entrance hall. Alright, left. Office. I have enough gemstones for it. Opportunity to earn and spread money. Alright, let's look around the room first. Oh no, this was a dead end. God damn it. Okay, well. See how much money we can earn. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Oh, okay. That's what the broken lever was for. Upgrade disk. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Interesting. Okay. Upgrade spare room. You now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Spare bedroom, spare green room, and spare hall. Okay, so what do each of these mean? Okay, so when I find the office, that means I get to upgrade a room permanently. What does a green room do? The disc was random? Oh, so I just got lucky. Well, as lucky as I can get being able to upgrade the spare room. So this is the permanent progression that that you get in this roguelike. Interesting. Excuse me. Okay. Uh hmm. Bedroom gets me benefits for steps. What does a green room do? Hmm. All right. I'll just ask. What is the benefit of making it a green room? Does that just make it show up for when you get green rooms, or does being a green room have a benefit? Being a green room means it synergizes with other green room effects. Okay. Hmm. I will upgrade it to a spare bedroom. All right, I think that's it for this run, so I guess we'll call it a day. Haven't really come close to running out of steps yet. For the spare hole, it would synergize with that room you found that ensures every hallway door is unlocked. True. All right, let's start with east again. I am going to open the closet. We get a gemstone. Where's the other item? Oh, shovel. And north. Key. Yeah, I'll take the key. In the nook. Alright, that's a black note. Observatory. I have the gemstone for an observatory. Or a parlor puzzle. Oh, it's +1 for each time you've drafted an observatory across all runs. Oh, interesting. Oh, shit. Well, well, this was a short run. This was a short run. Uh, 18 minus 10 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 20. I'm guessing that's divided by 5 is 4. Okay. 16 minus 10 is 6. Times 5 is 30. Divided by 10 is 3. All right, let's go open the box in the entrance hall. Wait, I thought there was a chest somewhere around here. Am I thinking of something else? Okay, well. Oh, we can come out here and there might be stuff. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Eerie. Could get a tinderbox. I didn't like the weird humming noise that was down there. Ooh, this counted as another room. This is where I'm staying, I'll bet. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great-uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we're going to call it a day. Pitiful bungalow. Ha! Okay, let's go east again. Ooh. Money. Money or doors? Let's get some money. Banana. Den has doors. Billiard room has keys. Billiard room has keys. $19. 4 times 2 is 8. 6 times 2 is 12. Divided by 12 is 1. 11 minus 1 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. Double keys. Excellent. I guess I gotta go with the den. Oh, chapel. Chapel, storeroom, nook. Nook takes me down. Chapel gives me doors. Storeroom's a dead end. I gotta go with the chapel. Alright, this away. West Wing Hall leads up. That's our only option. Spare bedroom, nook. Nook gets me a key. Let's see what's to the south first. Storeroom. Nook has a key. So that brings me up to 4 keys. That's just a note about taking notes. Hallway gets me across. Ah, red note. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. That's a lie. Okay. Well, our only option is the spare bedroom. Ooh, reroll dice. We'll go with the corridor. Parlor to go north. And get the parlor puzzle. Alright, what are our clues this time? A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this box contains gems. That's a lie. A box next to this box is true. That's also a lie. So this one is true. So this has the gems. Boom. Well, let's redraw. If you enter gymnasium, lose 2 steps. Are we going to be coming back for anything? This is a dangerous game. I'll go with the gym. That's a security door, isn't it? Okay, well, we've only got one path to take then. Drawing room. Okay, so this door. What do we have here? Redraw. Kitchen. Food for sale. Banana for 3 steps. Chef salad is for the green rooms. All right. Well, we'll use our first key. Oh, I have just enough gems for the passageway. Oh, that opens up so many doors. South first to see what we have that is locked. We will hold off on that. North then. That is locked. We'll hold off on that. Are they all locked? They are not all locked. Okay. Weight room, I am not going in. Bedroom leads down. We'll redraw. Courtyard. I don't have any gems. Okay, well. Closet. Reroll die and a gemstone. Alright, well, to the north. Laboratory experimental house features. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let's check this out. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Heating and cooling curves. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure 93 kilopascals. Lab technician Randolph M. Okay. Let's see. H2O melt at 0.1 to 0.5 ppt. Test 205 at 93 kPa. Kilopascals, I think. In Mount Holly freezer. In freezer. Technician Randolph M. See if I can interact with any of these devices. Periodic table of... Oh. Huh. Okay, I'm just going to take a picture of this. Oh, I can just take a screenshot of this. What am I doing? Let's see. Control print screen. Periodic table. MS Paint, Paste. Okay. Blueprints. Periodic table 1. Oh. Huh. Okay. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Okay. So I need to get the pool before I can get the boiler room, I believe. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal, which is a lie. Oh, this is a terminal for, okay, experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Continue with experiment. Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. Pool opens up pump room. Boiler room should be separate. Okay, cool. Each time you find some trash while digging, when you draft a hallway from another hallway, immediately... Uh-huh. I will immediately gain a star. Research logs. No experiments found. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. Okay. Going into network. Terminal password. We did not get the password because it was scribbled out. Okay. Okay, I've got another star. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, security. I don't have any gems. Redraw. Oh my god, I don't have any gems. I have to go to the lavatory. Let's see what's special about the lavatory. Unless it's just a dead-end room. Is the lavatory just a dead room? Is this just a ha-ha, you were out of options room? Okay, well, we have another path from the passageway. Okay, there's got to be something in this room, right? I guess not. All right. Locked door. Oh, I don't have any gems. Well, we have to go to the bedroom. Car keys. Okay. Library's a dead end. We've got dead ends. I might as well trigger the library. The gym had a security door in it that I can't open. So this is the end of our adventure today. So let's check out the library. Reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R1 to pull up the directory. Mount Holly Library, book request form. Oh, interesting. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Pump system user manual. Excuse me. I'm curious. History of Orindia. The name, Simon P. Jones. Alright, let's go up. Mount Holly records. Temporal records. Total time, 1 hour, 55 minutes, 6 days. Longest day, half an hour. Average day, 20 minutes. Resource records. Steps taken, keys turned, gems used, gold spent, total stars. Draft records. Bedrooms, hallways, green rooms, shops drafted, red rooms drafted. Puzzle records. Okay. Upgrade discs 1. Cool. It's just stats about your runs. Which is very cool. Mount Holly scrapbook. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. My favorite floor plans. Can't seem to ever pass it up. Most drafted nook, closet, chapel. Most paid for drawing room, commissary, and passageway. Most time spent in entrance hall, parlor, and archives. Contraptions I've made. Commissary receipt. Largest purchase, a salt shaker for 4 gold. Most avoided floor plans, dark room, coat check, and guest bedroom. Oh, this is neat. Well, that's it for this adventure. It was so promising earlier. Oh well. Alright, I think we have time for one more run. And then we'll call it a stream. There was one room south of the chapel, but... well, I suppose I could have tried for an office. Alright, as usual, we'll start with east. Billiard room for keys. Alright, 6. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 20 plus 5 is 25. Divided by 5 is 5. Oh, that's a complicated one. 12 minus 11 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Times 4 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Divided by 4 is 2. All right, to the north. We'll risk it and go for the closet. A key and a reroll die. All right, to the north. Spare bedroom. Let's see. Chapel has doors. Oh, Den has doors as well, and a gem. Okay, which way are we going? North. Hallway, bedroom, commissary. Let's go hallway. Uh, East. Nook is down. Nope, Nook is up. Nursery is good, but nursery is good early. But I want northward progress. Do I open this chest? No, I'm going to save my keys. Using the key from the Nook immediately. Passageway I don't have enough gems for. Storeroom. I'm going to redraw the floor plans. I guess lavatory is a red room, which means it's a negative room. Bedroom. Locked. Okay. Using up my keys immediately. Corridor or chapel? Chapel might as well be a corridor. So, corridor. Keys for sale. I don't have any money. So, I guess pantry. Courtyard. Chapel lets me go... Yeah, chapel lets me go west. We have to go for the West Wing Hall. Terrace screen rooms do not cost gems to draft. Interesting. Let's check out south first. Commissary costs a gem. Alright, well, we'll just get the steps from the guest bedroom. And hope there's items in here. Hey, car keys. I'm running low on keys. Well... That's it for that. Well, that's it for the hopes of this run. Let's go to the storeroom and get the stuff and then go try for cool rooms with the remaining doors we have available. Okay, so... Left, straight, right. Yeah. Parlor has a puzzle and leads me where I want to go. All right. The black box is black. That's true. The black box is true. The black box is empty. So, one... Both of these are lies. Both of these are lies. Haha! Let's up our star count. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Well... Alright, well that was painful. I don't really have time for more. I don't really have time for another run. Oh, there's another door in the entrance hall. Hold that thought. Come on, office. Security. Oh, I missed this last time. Estate inventory. Why would I turn it up? Why would I turn it to high? I guess this is difficulty? I'll leave it on medium for normal difficulty. The default setting of the security doors will be set to if power is lost. Aha. Interesting. Okay. Need the terminal password. You could turn security doors up if you could open them. If you can't open them, you'd want less. Oh, I guess a security card is an infinite key for security doors. So it's doors that you're guaranteed to have unlocked. Boudoir. Nothing. Oh, a safe. Hello, safe. Okay. So we need a safe code. I'll draft the Dark Room just to get it out of the way. And register it on my list. Excuse me. You know what? No, I don't have time for another one. West-facing cottage. Oh, it judges based on the shape of the house you made. Interesting. All right, well, that's Blueprints. I don't know whether I'll play this on stream again. I'm not sure I have the time in my schedule, but this is pretty cool. I may play it myself off stream and just have that be, this is a one-shot, because I've got so much in my schedule. But that's very cool. I like this a lot. I can see why people wanted me to play this. This is very good. And it's by the Mythic Spoiler guy. That's interesting. Good for him. Good for him. All right, well, that's going to be it for today, for real this time. So I'll read my schedule and get off. Let's see. Tomorrow will be the start of 9 Souls for a patron. Thursday will be either Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative for a patron. Friday will be Enna Dream Barbecue for a patron. Saturday will, of course, be our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. Sunday will be The Devil and Me for a patron. Monday will be Jenny Leclue for a patron. And next Tuesday will be Potionomics for a patron. So that's what's coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.